to preview it a little bit, is a U.S. Air Force veteran who's now running for Congress as a Republican in the great state of Ohio. You see her right there. She's trying to unseat the longtime Democrat Marcy Kaptur. Her name is Alea Nadim. First of all, welcome to the show, and thank you for your service to this great country.
Thank you, Ed. My service is an honor, and you're worth it.
All right. Well, you're certainly worth it. And I think Charlie Kirk, we've all been talking about it. A lot of people coming together around that idea of service and helping one another. So what goes through your mind when you hear Pete Hegseth facing all this criticism? Why is he not going through a normal chain of command? I mean, Washington will complain about everything, the folks inside the swamp. But he's, it's sort of his people are suggesting he wants to bring everybody together and say, we got to start winning wars. We want to be, an administration focused on peace, but if we have to fight a war, if there's a conflict, we don't want to be focused on DEI. Your thoughts on that approach?
First of all, what an honor that the Secretary of Defense wants to meet all his generals and admirals, right, to bring folks together. A lot of times what the Pentagon does is they have these virtual meetings. They'll all get on together and they do a virtual meeting, and you don't really get that face-to-face. They get to come together. They get to meet the Secretary of War. And not only that, they can ask questions. I personally think it's probably going to be a pep talk about how we need to defeat China. And also, just so they can meet. I mean, the one thing about the Secretary of War, he is a master communicator. And I think this is a great time for him to bring all those people together. Yeah, we haven't done it before, but who cares? Yeah. We're doing it now.
Well, and I think he's going to obviously talk about all the branches of military, particularly the Air Force. We had Prime Minister Netanyahu at the UN General Assembly today thanking America for those B-2 bombers, which I'm sure you know a lot about, who helped decimate Iran's nuclear program. In the last minute or so we have, let's talk domestic issues. What's resonating? Newsmax is real news for real people, as you like to say. What's animating voters in the great state of Ohio? What's your campaign going to be focused on? Because Marcy Kaptur, I covered her. She's a far leftist. She's been entrenched here for a long time. What are you talking about? What do voters care about?
Yeah, so she's been here for 42 years. 42 years she's been holding this seat. So what's really resonating with voters is manufacturing and their jobs. At the end of the day, we have hollowed out Northwest Ohio, and we've hollowed out manufacturing. Under her watch, 400,000 manufacturing jobs have been lost. Okay. In addition to that, Ohio has this terrible statistics. We are 7th in the nation for overdoses, and 80 to 90% are related to fentanyl. And Toledo, Ohio is one of the worst areas. So we've hollowed out our jobs. Now we have a drug problem, and we wonder why we're crumbling, right? So those are the priorities for me. And then the last, but definitely not least, is the deficit. Under her watch, she's been there since 1983. Okay, it was 1.1 trillion of deficit. It is $37 billion in deficit right now. Okay, this all happened under her watch. So if you're getting a report card, guess what? You get an F. So it's time she's got to go. Yeah. Time's up. I am not a career politician. I'm a patriot. Right. I am here to serve. I grew up in Iraq. I know what freedom is. I am tired of seeing these people continue to grow. So if Northwest Ohio, you want somebody different, my name's Alea Nadim. I'm here to kick stuff. I'm here to get some stuff done.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're fired up and ready to go, and you serve this great country. We appreciate that. We'll check in with you as this campaign heats up. Alea Nadim, thank you.